Hello, welcome back to FunRover TV. This episode we're trying something a little bit different because we thought, well, when you're going out greenlaning, using your Land Rover in general 4x4 days out, whatever, you always end up either at like a greasy spoon, you end up having horrible burgers or maybe even McDonald's, perish the thought. We thought, why not try and make the Land Rover do some of the cooking at least? Because you've got all this heat generated by an engine, it's putting out equivalent of low cooking temperatures. Let's try and make some food on the Land Rover, which is what we're calling Landibarbecue. Okay, so today the menu is we're going to have some nachos, fully loaded, cheese, jalapeños, onions, what have you, hot dogs in proper buns. We're going to have onions on there, mustard, relish, all the trimmings, and then we'll finish it off with a nice simple pudding of bananas with melted Mars bars. Before we do any cooking, obviously, bear in mind that you shouldn't try this at home because you can burn yourself on the engine. You can poison yourself with chemicals from the engine, or you could also give yourself food poisoning through undercooked food, and you could cut yourself from moving parts in the engine. So just use a bit of common sense. Don't put anything anywhere where you could get caught in parts of your engine and ruin your vehicle. But this is a genuine technique. We've already tried it out. It does work. And it's not a joke. We'll show you how it works. Let's start with the nachos that we'll have together with our hot dogs. And all of the cooking we're going to be doing, you'll need some tin foil. This is to basically parcel your food up. It stops you spilling it everywhere. And don't be shy with the tin foil. I don't think you can use too much. So we'll try and pin our tin foil down, which is easier said than done. I'm going to double or triple wrap the food that we're doing. So let's put on our nachos. Not bad. Put those in the middle. Now it's important that you use fake cheese for this, because why would you want real cheese? Oh, it's already gone soft. If this takes off, perhaps we could try some different recipes. Steak is maybe on the list next. That'd be quite good. But something like this is easy to share when you stop. There's a few of you when you're greenlaning. You can whip out your nachos. Got some sriracha, which if you haven't tried it is awesome. It's like a really good chili garlic sauce. Some mayonnaise on there because it's probably too hot for some people. Good dollop of that. Oh, maybe not that much. Now, could put some chilies on there. Let's grab the chilies. Not too much. And some jalapeños. Obviously I've washed my hands before doing all this. And that, to me, looks pretty good. So, we're going to wrap it into a nice tight parcel now. Making sure that as the cheese melts, I'm not going to get oil coming out of it. Maybe have to crush it a little. Do the bananas. If you've never tried, well, let's put that over there. Bananas with Mars bars on, baked in the oven. Dear me, you have missed out. Just cut those down the middle. Stick our Mars bars on there. Or these are Titan bars from Aldi. They've already begun to melt. I'm just going to put those like that. And again. I'm not putting too much care and thought into this. And that's your pudding done. Again, just wrap it really well. anything that comes out onto your engine will burn on there, and it may as well have a horrendous smell. Let's do our hot dogs next. I think the best way is just to do the hot dogs plain, maybe put some onions in there. So we'll chop our onion. Just finely, or kind of medium chop these. Obviously we picked the windiest day of the year to do this. Okay, let's put our hot dogs in. These are bockwurst. No, brockwurst. Again from Aldi. Pretty cheap. And the good thing about hot dogs is you don't really need to cook them at super high temperatures. So these should be cooked quite low temperatures, which will suit us fine. So you know the drill now, wrap it up. I'm going to wrap this one really well because I do not want hot dog juice all over the car. Otherwise we'll be attracting local wildlife. You want to keep some of your tin foil for when you're putting this into your engine, because you can use it to trap it under like manifolds and in inlets and what have you. We've also got a bit of wire, forestry wire, which we just bought from the garden centre, and we'll use that to tie it onto like the turbo manifolds, which is probably going to be the hottest point of the engine, around the exhaust. This is where your real magic happens. This is going to become our oven. Instead of gas Mark 5, we'll be using gear 5, I guess. There's no real precise science to this. It's just sort of depends on how hard you're driving, how long, how hot your engine's getting, and also the engine you've got. If you've got a naturally aspirated engine, we ain't got a turbo to be making use of for cooking. So this has just recently been turned off, and I can carefully feel that this area here is my hottest area, so I'm going to put my meat there. Probably put the nachos down here because it's a nice area just to hold them. And then if I use a bit of wire, I can secure my bananas on top of my water cooler. In fact, the TD5 has got quite a few places you can do this. So this one is the hot dogs. This is the bananas. Right, let's put the bananas on here. It does actually look as though maybe it would stay there, but let's use that wire. So the nachos, these can go down in the just to the side of the inlet manifold against the engine block. And what I've found works really well is if you ball up your tin foil, then you can use that to wedge things in gaps like this. That's not really going to go anywhere now. So we've got all our food stuffs put in the engine. I found the securest place is actually to just put it alongside the inlet manifold. It doesn't get super hot there, but it should give us plenty of heat. We're going to drive now for about an hour at 50 miles an hour, and then we'll see. It's just a journey that we're making anyway, so we'll see how we get on and how cooked everything is. This will be interesting. Right, so it's an hour later, our journey's finished and we've arrived, and just feeling the bonnet already, that feels almost too hot to touch. Let's have a look and see if our food is done. I'll pop the bonnet. I can smell nachos straight away. That's a good sign, I think. Right, let's start. Oh, something smells really good. Let's try the nachos first. Let's pop them out. Make sure you recover any balls of foil. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, that is good. Wow. So nachos are a winner. Oh, I think this might be the hot dogs. So now see how our bananas have got on. Remember we put those down there on the water coolant housing. Well, I can feel, yep, that has indeed worked rather well. Let's try some of that.
need to open it up properly so I can see it.
Oh wow. Oh, this might not look great, but it tastes. That's champion. So, okay, it's maybe a bit messy and unconventional, and it looks a bit strange. But it 100% works, and we only did this really as a joke, but it has actually worked rather well, so I would recommend trying it. Anyway, I have to go clean myself up now. That's all from us, and until next time, remember, where we're going, we don't need roads.